final quarterback in the backup plus tier.
Yes.
At number 38 is
Kenny Pickett, backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right. He's from Jersey, so we like that. We give him a little plus, a little bump for that. Pickett is tough. I like that about it. Here's my thing with Pickett. QB who has all the tools, no weaknesses, none. No weaknesses.
No weaknesses.
But no real glaring strength either. No real tangible, oh, he's so awesome at that. Let's draw up more plays like that, right? That would be the thing I would talk about, right? So he can make all the plays and all the throws and do all of that. Yes, sure, right? But are any of them in an area where I go, ooh, that's some of the best in football at that? No. And that to me would be the thing with Kenny Pickett. Can play the position, sees the field well, right? Very good on-rhythm thrower. Like all of those things, very good athlete. He really is, whether it's moving in the pocket, or making a run, whatever. Mm-hmm. He is tough. He'll stand in there with people coming down and bearing down on him and hitting them in the face, and he'll make a throw, right? So those are the positives about Kenny Pickett, certainly. And I'll let you interject there before I just continue to ramble into the negatives.
No, I will say this. So I mentioned before, Matt Casey is sitting in the chair today. He wanted to throw the challenge flag.
On this one?
On this one.
Yeah.
When you say no weaknesses, can make every throw, because I think that's the narrative, is that he's basically Charlie Checkdown, that he can't make every throw, those deep throws, those 20-yard out routes.
Can he make them in his sleep? Can it be a wow? And I love the challenge flag. It's good. I like that. Like you and Matt are doing this. Please do that.
It's not me. No, this is Matt. I don't want any animosity.
So this is.
I'm waiting for your answer here if I want to jump on.
This is like he is capable of throwing the deep post, or the out route, and stuff like that. But throw it to the quality of you're a starting quarterback and you're a star and you're living up to the top 20 pick in the draft. No, not quite there. Mm-hmm. And then here's I think the number one thing. And this is a little bit about like almost the guy we hit. This is more than that. Is that he doesn't let plays develop down the field. Right? He only throws the ball down the field when it's in perfect rhythm. Like it's like the coach said, take 5 hitches, and on the first hitch, and if he's open, I'll throw it to him, right? Yeah. And then there's all these plays where I go, I know that's what the coach said, and it's the first hitch, and he's not quite open yet, but he's about to be wide the open. Take another hitch. Tap on the ball. Be aggressive. Let it develop, right? And then that time he's already checked it down. And that's where you go, if there's a weakness, it's not necessarily the physical ability. Again, I'd love him to have a stronger arm and all that, but I think you know the point I'm trying to make here. The weakness is the mindset, in my opinion. It's the mindset of being a little bit more of, not so by the book and going, wait, I got a little feel here. I'm protected. I know this play is good against this coverage. We talk about this a lot. Here comes George Pickens on a 20-yard in cut. I know I might be on my second hitch, but I know it's coming. Why throw the ball into the flat to Freiermuth then? Why? And there's too much of that. So that would be the first thing.
And you wonder how much is the dysfunction that was
It could be all of it. They couldn't run. He wasn't protected well. He's young. Exactly right. Yeah. So some of this is beaten down puppy syndrome too, like we talked about earlier here, right? There's a little bit of that. It is. And that's where you don't know to make of it either. Now, if we got into real physical glaring weaknesses, right? Yeah, I wish his arm was stronger. I wish he didn't have to throw with such – he needs a lot of space and energy to throw the ball hard, right? So it's a high-effort, hard thrower. And when he wants to throw his fastball, he loses control of it way too much on all throws. It doesn't matter just about the deep down the field aggressive throws. It's like – Deontay Johnson's going to run an 8-yard or 6-yard slot out route, right? The coverage is tight. Then you're the nickel corner and you're all over me. And it's like, boom, the ball has to be here, right? It's got to be on the outs. And it's never there. It's always high or outside or behind or low or whatever. And that's the kind of stuff that, I just don't know how great of a thrower he can ever be. And, of course, that decision-making has something to do with that as well.
Here's the thing, too, and you've always gotten on every quarterback for wearing a glove out there. Maybe he needs 2 of them. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe he's one short. He needs to add one more to the right hand. So here's the funny thing about Kenny Pickett is that He did start 7 games each of the first 2 seasons. They had a winning record in those games. Not all about the quarterback, but 14-10. They traded Pickett and a pick that was eventually used by the Dolphins for running back Jalen Wright, for the linebacker out of North Carolina State, Peyton Wilson, and 2 7th-rounders next year. And so you hear on draft season, it's like it's never bad value to take a quarterback somewhere in the first round, right? It's just a rookie contract, all that. Well, we've seen in the past few years, it's like what they got for Zach Wilson, what they got for Justin Fields, what they got, you know what I mean? It's just like they still have to be good for that value to pan out.
That's right.
And Kenny Pickett, at least at this point, has not proven worthy of a first-round pick.
Yeah, definitely not. You know, there's the things that we worried about coming out in the draft. I worried about, was there anything that was my problem, right? I had him the number 3 quarterback for a lot of the times because I was like, there's nothing he does that I go, wow, like that's just not a first-round pick. Just because he can, like, throw the ball on rhythm and hit the target doesn't mean like, oh, look, we got a quarterback and we take him in the first round then. It's done deal. He can throw and see people open. This is amazing. And that's where I never agreed with him being a first pick that way. And I think that's filtered over, right? It's filtered over. And, you know, some of it is team and how he was brought up and all that, like you brought up. But other of it is too, and I think the stats show it or whatever else. There's just not enough playmaking, raw, explosive ability in his arm. There's no arm angles. And that's part of the glove too. The glove only lets you throw it one way. You can't do it any other way. So,
really?
Yeah, the glove, it sticks every other way. That's the problem with the glove. So they like it because they can grab it and they can spin it, but as soon as you go some other angle, it doesn't come off your hand quite the same way.
You hold on to it too long and then it'll
literally
left
go all weird. It will.
Oh,
and it's almost like a whole different skill to be like, wait, I can't. It's why, remember, Brady and Roethlisberger wore the glove for a little bit. They got off of it because they were like, wait, when I want to go sidearm or flick it, like you can't do any of that. He has none of that in his game. So, you know, we'll see. This is a good thing for him going to Philly.
Yeah.
It's get a fresh start, course around a good team, right? Just get off the burden of being in Pittsburgh. I was playing college there. I was a top 20 pick. You get away from all that, right? Now, I didn't love that. Hey, they just decided they're going to sign Russell Wilson, and he basically was like, I don't want to be here anymore, right? I didn't love that. I don't love that. I understand him being pissed, but he certainly has come off to the league a little bit of like not really wanting to hold down the fort and compete a little bit.
Yeah, but if you're an Eagles fan, you're like, all right.
It's a great backup.
Worst case scenario, Jalen Hurts goes down for a couple of games.
That's
Kenny
right.
Pickett can keep you in it.
Definitely.
Got a winning record as a starter.
Definitely. And he can run. I mean, he can do like you won't lose the Jalen Hurts part of the offense. He'll be able to do some of that.
He can throw it up to A.J. Brown, right?
Well, yes, exactly right.
So that closes the book on your backups plus. If they have to play, you're not. You're like, all right, we can survive this. We can still be in the mix.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching, homies. You know it's the off season, but there's no off season with Chris Sims Unbuttoned. It's the NFL. It goes all year around. All right, so hit subscribe, please, to hear my thoughts on your favorite team, your favorite quarterback, and hey, how this season might unfold as we get ready for the 2024 season. We got a better picture, clearer look now that the draft is over, free agency. We know who's playing quarterback for certain teams. So, again, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. Check you out soon.